So, a very humbled greetings and salutations, friends and Twitter people. Twits? Nah, that's not right. I just wanted to give a quick update of the scores of anyone that's really been participating in my really random challenge. Just a little bit of backstory. Obviously, these 2 weeks we haven't been given a lot of direction of what we're supposed to do, so there hasn't been anything necessarily instructional going on for my students. So I thought I would just pose random things for them to do, um, just to break maybe some of the monotony. I mean, it's already just Wednesday, and how many of us are slightly going insane? Oh, touch the face. Oh no. Um, so yeah, I put those out there. I didn't want to affect grades, so we've been playing in my class a program called Fan School, where the kids pick countries, and depending on how many times those countries are in the news, there's more points. So it's like fantasy football meets current events is the way that they really advertise it. And some of the kids get really, really into it. I have kids in my homeroom that like first thing they do in the day is just check and I need to trade. And so anything that was positive from these random challenges that really humored me, kids were going to get points in that. It wasn't going to affect their grades or anything like that. So that's all that was. Um, Obviously, I have no prizes to hold over your heads, you adults who have joined in. So thank you. It seriously has been somewhat humbling just to see the craziness that you all are willing to do. So thank you for that. The other idea, the random challenges, just a side note, there is a fantastic show from British television called Taskmaster. And all it is a guy gives these English comedians random things to do, and they don't have any idea what any of the other people are doing. And just again, these directions are very very vague, and I laugh like a little child watching this. You can actually YouTube the show. It's on there. Again, it's Taskmaster. It's very British, so if that's not your thing, you probably won't enjoy it. Um, but yeah, definitely not a thing I could show the kids, but it exists. Anyway, uh, but I did want to take a moment to update some scores here from at least Monday and Tuesday. Those challenges are over. Those points are awarded. For those of you that aren't at Cedar Crest Middle School and are just sharing stuff with it, hey, I still highly encourage it. I think it's really cool. Um, However, for the people who are professionally stuck with me, at least for the foreseeable future, I figured I would compile points, and I don't know when this is all over. What do you really win? I don't know, but you'll win something here. So the other great thing about the show Taskmaster is the Taskmaster, a great comedian by the name of Greg Davies, just arbitrarily gives points out. No rhyme or reason. Sometimes there's a rhyme or reason, like tallest tower. Okay, if it's tallest, yeah, you get the most points. And so the one that's out right now of closest to 20 seconds without being under for hand washing, oh, that's going to be very time based because, oh my gosh, those entries are hilarious. I love them. That's been the best thing about my Wednesday has been watching those and literally crying. Um, anyway, some scores. I'll try to make this quick. So right now, CCMS, there are 13 of you playing along. Hey, motorcycle. Um, with a variety of things. Motorcycles. Ooh. First thing Monday was what books were you reading? And I just, that was just going to be getting your toes in the water type thing. So as long as you wrote me, or submitted something about, hey, these are the books that I'm reading, great, you got 5 points. Way to go. So that is Raytick, Gingrich, Lechner, Becker, Rackley, and Gundrum. I think that's it. I don't know how the Twitter thing works to find out who wrote what anymore, but those are the ones that I think I definitely got. So 5 points each. However, Tuesday, St. Patty's Day, best green thing. Man, that really made things jump off the board here. So I'm going to give a real quick recap of what everyone brought in. And this is where I started judging and arbitrarily giving points here. And some of you probably realize right away that since I'm judging, probably didn't do too great. So let's just real quick rundown. Mrs. Bray had a little Yoda, for origami with towels and everything. If you saw that picture, Mr. Gundrum had Ecto Cooler. So hopefully it's the recent stuff. Otherwise, he's been fermenting that, I guess, for how many years? Mrs. Becker had like growth and flowers and green stuff. Mr. Rodilla, a green cutting board that has been heavily used. Mrs. Blinsky, romaine lettuce, chopped romaine lettuce, mind you. Mrs. Glassford, a green Pringles can. Mr. Gingrich, the Time newspaper with Greta Thunberg on there. Very green, environmentalist in that essence. Mrs. Ryland, the EMU poster, collage art thing. Mrs. Young with what she called her old lady helper, which I think I need a context on there. Otherwise, that's, yeah. But basically, what looked like a green pool noodle on the part of a stick. Cool. Mrs. Raytick had a green mug and a green book weight. Didn't realize they had book weights. I guess I knew that, but I hadn't thought about that for a while. Mrs. Rackley with a green Cedar Crest sweatshirt. Didn't know they made those either. And then Miss Yater with a Shamrock Shake for the season. So since there were 12 of you that entered, I feel giving one person 12 points would make this whole game maybe insurmountable for some of the others. So what I did, I rated them 1 through 6. So two people got each. Let me rephrase that. Two people would have got 1 point, two people with 2 points, et cetera, 2 for 6. So, in no particular order. Actually, yes, there is one particular order. We're starting at the bottom. I mean, some of you brought your A game. Mr. Rodilla, you did not. Green cutting board, what is that? You were just showing garbage off now? Is that what's going on? No. And also kind of tricky here, but Miss Yater never had a shamrock. I've never had a shamrock shake, so I mean that doesn't help you out. And the last description I've heard of it is you're drinking toothpaste. So that doesn't sound great. 1 point for each of you. Excuse me. At 2 points, where we go with there? Mrs. Ryland, the EMU poster looks cool, but I don't have a connection there, so I'm the judge. Whatever. This is Glassford. Pringles themselves, they're tan. They're not green. The container's green, and that's cool. And also, just out of spite, you messaged me what your first option was for best green thing, and you didn't do that. And if you had, you totally would have gotten first place here. No doubt about it. But no, just now out of spite, you're 2 points there. So 2 points for Glassford and Ryland. And 3 points. Where is that? Again, with the beverages here, Ecto Cooler. I think I remember liking it as a kid, but I don't recall liking the new stuff when they re-released it. So 3 points there, along with Mr. Gingrich. I think I sent you a message. You put that out there to make me look like a bad person in case I scored it, low. I'm gonna look like a bad person. There you go. How do you feel about that? So the Time magazine is 3 points there as well. Also, if you're going to say that the article is environmentally friendly and green, it shouldn't be on newspaper or newsprint. I think that defeats the purpose. Yeah. All right, here we go. 4 points. This is where things get a little bit trickier here. I was running out of places. Mrs. Blinsky with your romaine lettuce. Yes, some of you lost to lettuce. Feel bad about that. And then Mrs. Rackley, also because, hey, I didn't want to give you 6 points because I didn't want to be seen as one of those people. But also a green Cedar Crest shirt. That sounds like sacrilege. So 4 points there. At the 5 points, I don't think I could be mean or rude to Mrs. Becker, so her growth and plants and stuff gets 5. I mean, yeah. And a book weight. Again, that kind of blew my mind. I hadn't thought about book weights before. I think that would be helpful. I like to read. So yeah, 5 points to Mrs. Raytick and Mrs. Becker, which leaves 2 people for the top place there. Origami Yoda. Awesome choice, Mrs. Bray. You know your judge very well. And just for the pure description of the old lady helper for Mrs. Young, Who's not old lady. She is young. For 6 points there. Yeah, so that was a lot. So let's look. Man, this is going on for a lot longer than I thought it would. But let's look at this total score so far from 2 days of competing. At the bottom, with 1 point for 2 days, it's Yater and Wodilla. And tied for second to last place, Glassford and Ryland, 2 points. Jumping up a little bit, Mrs. Blinsky, 4 points. Lech Leichner with 5 points. What are we at now? Tied for fourth. Well, that's not how tying works, but whatever. Mrs. Bray, Mrs. Young at 6 points. Here we get to the top echelons, if you will. Tied for fourth with 8 points. We have Mr. Gundrum, Mr. Gingrich. In third place with 9 points, we have Mrs. Rackley. And tied for first place right now, we have Mrs. Becker and Mrs. Raytick. Now, that could all change drastically. I have not seen a lot of submissions about washing your hands, which makes me believe you're just spreading the virus willy-nilly, except for you few that have submitted. Just saying. Hey, this has been a lot of fun. This is all, again, these points are just arbitrary and capricious, which are my two middle names. So, yeah, hope you're just having fun as well. That's all this is designed to be. So, hey, take care. Hope you do enjoy the rest of these challenges and participate maybe. I think I got a good idea for Thursday. Yeah, these are good. If we have longer than 2 weeks off, I'm sorry, these ideas are going to be probably really sad after a while. So get ready for that. That'll be great. Anyway, take care. Hope you all are safe and healthy right now, and enjoying these few days, hopefully not many days off. Take care.